So I am taking a break. And I wouldn't even call this a break because I'd call this video right now like work. Because I have to repeat myself for the umpteenth time. Where'd it go? Can I show you that part of it? I have to make sure there's nothing on my screen that's identifying. Well, that's identifying. Shoot. All right. I'll read it to you. I'll share the email with you, but I cannot share my screen. Where's my chat room? Okay, so I'm sitting here minding my own business, and someone sends me an email through my website, right? Can you guys see me? The camera's really bad, huh? Come on. Like, come on. Get focus. This is frustrating because I'm looking at something fuzzy. Hang on a second. There we go. I have a sharp picture now. So I'm sitting here writing, and someone sends me an email through my website. And I knew it was a troll because I had that sense. The email did not come with angels attached from it, that's for sure. So someone sends me hate mail, and I want to read it to you. They also, inside their hate mail, included this link, which I'm putting in my chat room to share with all of you. So someone named hollyhypocrite@aol.com, which I'm sure if you respond to that email, it's no longer in service, proceeds to write to me, "Stop being homophobic and transphobic. Holly, let he who is without sin cast the first stone. Your posts about the LGBTQP community are revolting. All it does is perpetuate the hate you have inside, which has nothing to do with Jesus. People who people have sex with or how they dress is none of your business. Your Facebook is nothing but hate and fear. Your hate, fear, and mistranslation of the Bible makes true Christians look bad. True Christianity is about unconditional love and forgiveness." So, I'm really sorry that you guys have a really bad picture on your end, a bad video. I'm actually going to put my icon on because that's just terrible. The video. It has to do with the internet signal or lack thereof. Okay. Now, I really wish that I didn't have to hide behind a camera, but I really don't want the video coming out terrible. Now, I wish to address this immediately. First of all, I'm going to show you guys my Facebook page and what this email is discussing. But first, I want to say a few things. I'm not homophobic or transphobic. Excuse me, I honestly don't know the terminology that people use. I'm bad with names as it is. I have friends that are gay, bisexual. I have friends that are lesbians. I have friends that cross dress. Are you kidding me? I love them as a person. I'm not judging another person. I hate sin, but I love the person. I had a cousin. His name was Frankie. He was one of my favorite. And they were also my favorite cousins of the family. Came to my grandmother and confessed that he was queer. And she said, Frankie, I know, I helped raise you for part of your life. And she goes, I don't go for that stuff. She goes, you know how I feel and what I think about it and what the Bible says about it. But she goes, I love you very much, Frankie. And, I've known and I love you. Just no kissing and stuff like that in the house because I don't like it and you know how I feel about it. But I love you and you're still a member of this family. So later on in life, my cousin had contracted AIDS and then, or excuse me, HIV rather. I always get them backwards. He had HIV and he had caught pneumonia and he died. And it was horrible. The whole family was tore up and destroyed. Like I said, he was one of the favorites in the family. Him and his two kids were the favorites in the family. um, now, I would really like the opportunity to explain my point on it. When I was in the DUMS as a child, they would do some really hideous, heinous things on us. Okay? They would dress as children. The girls would be dressed up as boys, and the boys would be dressed up as girls. We would be forced to do rituals and sacrifices on one another. And I'm sorry, but when I see this kind of stuff, like right here in this article, I don't like it. Guys, it's reminding me of the DUMS. This is like beyond a trigger warning, guys. I'm telling you, something inside is telling me that this is really wrong and they should not be around kids. Now, I understand that the LGBT community does not like me putting up posts and being honest about my response. What other posts did I have? Because I want to read one to you. They're taking down the veterans POW MIA flag. Look at this. This is what I about fell over on. Are you kidding me, guys? transphobic of the four walls inside of your private personal bedroom with the curtains down and doors closed. But what is that kid doing on top of you like that? Now, when I was in the dumps, this was a torture trauma technique. And you want me to be okay looking at this as an adult? I'm sorry, guys. I'm broken as an MK Ultra survivor. And looking at this garbage is rehashing all the traumas I suffered. It's worse than a trigger warning. Now, if you're telling me that me speaking the truth is not being Christian, like, I'm sorry to tell you, but you are incorrect. This is wrong. Kids cry when they see Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny dressed up when they're real young. My grandparents took me to see Santa Claus. I was 3 years old, and in the picture, they couldn't get me to smile. All I did was cry. And when you go and you try to put kids on Santa Claus's lap, what do? They cry, right? They want to get back in their mommy's hands, have their mom hold them, but they're happy to take the candy cane from Santa Claus, but they don't want to sit on his lap, and they're always crying to get back to their parents. If you guys don't like it and it bothers you so much, then I will censor myself to make you happy. I'm doing this to make you happy. I love people, but I'm very protective over innocent. I left someone because they were a poor parent to their child. Do you think I want to see this on social media? I won't tolerate it in my own home. Yes, I feel very passionately. What were the other posts that you specifically did not like that you want me to take down? I think those were the ones that you were discussing. Is there anything else on my webpage that you guys don't like that you want me to take down? I bet you want me to take this down to prove that I'm not homophobic. Because as you said in your email, I make Christians look bad, right? Because I wouldn't allow my child to sit there if I had one. See, I thought this stuff only happened when kids were in their 20s doing ecstasy at a rave in a club where they would dress up in all these colorful different things. But now it's brought into our school system. Kids are innocent, guys. But here you go. I'm taking it down because somehow I have offended you by sharing my personal opinion. Whatever you guys want to do in your personal life, you, you go right ahead and do it. Behind closed doors with the shades drawn. Leave the kids alone. Leave the kids alone. Right now, there's a bunch of people getting arrested for pedophilia. And you're going after our kids. No, there needs to be some boundaries drawn. So if there's any other emails that have offended the LGBT community that they'd like me to take down, you just let me know. Now, to all of my loved ones who are gay, bisexual, I have some friends that cross dress. Geez. I have some friends that just don't have sex anymore. I know a lot of those people. They just don't have sex anymore. That's it. To all my friends, you know what? I love you guys. I hate the sin. I hate my sin, but I love myself. I love you guys. But when it comes to our children, there needs to be a lot of boundaries. Children need to be playing with toys, not worrying about condoms and sex. They should be playing with like hot rod wheels and Barbie dolls and balloons and skateboards and bikes and baseball and Monopoly games. They should not be talking about sex. Do you see how young those kids are? That's why, okay, my on a personal level, because of my own personal experience in the MK Ultra projects in deep underground military bases and above ground government facilities and other places such as a monastery, what happened to us kids? They got us when we were under the age of 6. They got us before we were under the age of 6, and by the time we were 6 to 10 to 13, me and the other children were farmed out to Pizzagate, Pedogate. They were farmed out to wealthy families that wanted sex slaves, um, pedophilia rings, child pornography rings. They get you when you're young on purpose. And they steal your innocence and they steal your life. They force you to have sex with them. They force you to be a part of sex at these young ages, at the ages you saw those children to be in the article. They go after these kids at such a young age to break them, to mind control them, to use them as sex slaves. And now this stuff is in our public schools. And I, for one, as an MK Ultra survivor, am not going to tolerate it. And I'm not making Christianity look bad. I am simply saying I am offended. I am appalled. And it's disgusting. And as an MK Ultra survivor, a Pizzagate, Pedogate survivor, I have every right and room to say that because I had to survive it along with many other children. And now you guys are defending it and you want me to apologize to you. Okay, I will, to make you happy. I'm sorry. Is there anything else that I can do for you? I'd be happy to oblige. I ask that my gay and bisexual friends and cross-dressing friends, I ask you all to please do not join the LGBTQ community. Please do not join that community. I truly feel that community is leading everyone to their doom. I understand people are going to do what they're going to do. That's fine. Do what you're going to do, but please stay away from that community because I find that it's very dangerous and it's crossing moral boundaries. I'm going to say hello to my chat room, and I think that about does it for this video. And if someone does not like what I have to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but this is how I truly feel, and this is how come I feel it. And this is where it's coming from. I don't force my heterosexuality down your throats. Don't force that down our kids' throat. Please. It's only fair, right? Okay. So I want to give a shout out to my loved ones, and I'm really sorry. Oh my gosh. I got to get over it. Okay. Def Red, how are you? Celador, Amos, Kenzie, how are you? It's good to see you again. Uh, Candace, MP, Colin, I missed you Friday night. All in Zane, Skara, how are you, sweetheart? My love to Norway, I believe. I've been still praying for you constantly. Trunk Monkeys, I love you. No, it's my video. It's just not coming in clear. No, I'm not trying to trigger anyone. I'm saying that that's triggering to me. Hi, Anna. Hi, MP. Cellar door. King 9. Hold on one second. Go lay down. Yeah, I'm clowns too. I think we're allowing me to answer to that. Write me more about it. I'm not gonna read it and I'm not gonna listen to it. I'm not gonna pay any more mind to it. I've had relatives that were queer. I have friends that are gay, bisexual, cross-dressers. They've altered their bodies. I love the person. I pick up the phone and I call them and I have a great time talking to them. Some of them are in my chat room. I love that person. I just hate the sin. And if you're not going to let me stand up and talk about what I think is wrong when it comes to our kids, because I don't want kids to suffer what I went through, then you're sadly mistaken. It's not about you guys. And I wish you'd life. Get over yourselves. Stop flaunting it. Stop forcing it on our kids. That is sexual abuse. I hate to break it to you, it's sexual abuse. And truth sometimes sounds like hate, but it's not. The truth can hurt, but it's not hate. I suggest you go get a personal, intimate, active relationship with God through Jesus. Because so far, just knowing the Holy Bible, that only fills one thing that we're supposed to be doing with God. Go get yourselves an intimate, active relationship with Him. Take one knee, get to know Him, talk to Him all the time. Stay away from the kids. Stay away from the kids. I didn't go through all that in the dumps to come out and shut up now so you guys can run rampant in our schools, twisting the mind of our little ones. I hope parents start taking their kids out of public schools and homeschooling them. Go one step farther. If there's no kids in the schools and the LGBT community can't come in and force story time they can't come in and do it. Take the kids out of school. That's the only way you're going to keep them safe and protected is keep them covered in the blood of the Lamb, take them out of schools, and protect them. And when they're old enough, You as their parent will teach them about sex. When they come to you asking, and guaranteed it's not going to be in kindergarten, first grade, second grade, preschool. Let kids be kids. Let kids have their innocence. They don't need to know about all that stuff. So thank you for your time. I'm sorry if I made a bad video. Hey, Impaler, how are you? Hi, Steve. Yeah. Hey, Addie. Everyone, I love you very much. Thank you for joining me. Listen, I'm going to shut it down right now. I'm not going to stay on. I'm sure I'll get a phone call from someone going, Holly, you might want to rethink that video. You may not have shown them too much patience. And well, I wanted a chance to answer, but I'm not going to answer about it any farther. I'm really not. But thank you for your time. And is that the phone call? Thank you. It turns out I will be leaving this video up. It did come out all right after all. Thank you for allowing me to explain my position on it, why I think it's wrong, what I see wrong with it, and how to prevent other dangers from happening to our children. So, yeah, I'm a Pedogate, Pizzagate survivor. I'm a Project Beta survivor. I don't like to see that kind of garbage in our schools around our innocent young children. Stay away from them. Please. I don't want our kids now going through what I had to suffer at the hands of sexual deviants. Thank you for your time. God bless you in Jesus' name.